Hi, Rob Grimes for the IFBTA here at NRF, and I'm at KIOSK Information Systems booth. And this is a technology actually that came out of the kiosk side of things. So this company produces kiosks. I asked them if they actually have ever done anything in hospitality, and they said they tried some restaurant companies to do some kiosks, but that was a long time ago. Now here at the NRF show, what they're showing is kiosks of different sorts for picking up money and ordering retail goods and things like that, but they have these lockers. Now there's two things that come to mind about these lockers, and some of this has been in the news recently. So let me just show you how this works, and then we'll just sort of talk about how it might be used in a hospitality or a food service environment. So in this particular case, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the admin code on it. So I go ahead and I log in, and then if I'm coming and I want to put something into a locker, and we'll go ahead and put one in locker number 3 over here, I can go ahead and choose this, and the locker will open up, okay? And then I go ahead and I insert things into the locker. Now the other side of this is that when the customer comes, they've received a message of something that they've ordered. And so that message tells them to come, and they have a barcode, and then they can come over, and instead of seeing this screen here, they'll see an entry screen that they can go ahead and scan their barcode. It knows who the customer is, it opens up the locker, and it's used for pickup. Now, the obvious use of this that they've been talking about in retail is to work with people like FedEx or UPS, that they can put these locations around the city, and 24 hours a day, a person can pick something up that was put into a locker. And actually, at CES a couple weeks ago, I saw something where they were inserting lockers on the back of cars, that you could actually insert something into the car of the future, and it would have a locker so the UPS guy could find out where the car is, drop something off. Same sort of concept. So let's talk about hospitality. Okay, so there's two things that come to mind. The first one is that there's a number of food service companies that have been trying to figure out that when somebody orders, especially in the fast casual or the casual segment, how do they do the pickup? And we know that there's two issues as it relates to pickup. One is the ordering process, but the other is the pickup and delivery process on the kitchen line. And if you're not going to redesign your line for pickup, you can't have people jumping in front of other people who are already in line doing the order. So in this particular case, and I know some food service guys that do this, in office parks, they order online, and then the food is ready, and then they go to a bin where they pick up their food, and because it's within a certain number of minutes, they don't have to worry about heat and cold and stuff. It's in a brown bag, the ticket's on it, it's got their name. But they worry when they're in a city location what they're going to do about that, because in a city location, they found people come off the street, they steal from this, and you want the locker, in their case, the cubbies, to be close by the door so you're not tying up the lines in the restaurant, right? So if you had something like this, they would order online, they'd be given a code, it would tell them how long before they come, the locker would be filled, and I'm going to make a bold assumption here that if I wanted to have this two-sided opening, okay, I could actually have the administrative side on the back end and then the customer side on the front end. I would go ahead and have the items in there, the person comes in, has their secure code, they scan it, the locker opens up, they pick up their food, and they go. This is a solution that exists because the technology is already here, so applying it in food service would be easy to do. Now, 2 days ago, or actually it was yesterday, in the news here at the NRF show, the Gap announced an alliance with, I believe it was Hyatt. And what they were talking about is that if you go to a Hyatt hotel and you need some clothing and you're last minute, something tears, you forgot your clothing, you can go online to the Gap and order from the Gap, and the concierge will pick it up or they will deliver to your hotel. So if you can imagine a hotel actually doing a number of different things for retail, for supplies, for different things that you want, you could go ahead and order. They could be shipped to the hotel, put in a secure locker, no more front desk anymore, that you have to go to, no more storage area, 24 hours. And again, the locker's assigned to you when something's actually put into it. So that concept of the Gap delivering to the hotel, and it doesn't have to be the Gap, it can be packages, it can be any number of things that are delivered. I go to trade shows, I get things that are delivered at the hotel. Instead, you give me a secure locker, it comes in whenever I come back, I can go ahead and pick it up. So there's clearly a use for this type of technology that's out there, and the work, the hard work and the cost has already been done to build the cabinets, to put the technology in place. What they've done here at this booth is they've gone ahead and they've taken kiosk technology, they've inserted it into the middle of something that's functional, that is needed, and so it's not a stretch for them. And I don't think that it's a stretch for our industry to deploy this kind of technology. So another interesting technology from a peripheral industry, the retail industry, something that can be applied to food service and hospitality with a real practical use, and it's available today. Rob Grimes from the IFBTA here at NRF.